Hey, welcome to A4H Financial Coaching. My name is Jordan Mitchell. I am your financial coach. Glad you could be with us. Last week we talked a little bit about defense. This time we're going to switch gears and we're going to go on the offense. And in order to play good offense with your money, you got to kind of be in a spot that you actually have some money. So what we're going to talk about today is just being honest with your situation and then having the courage to change it. All right, when I meet somebody for the first time and I'm going to talk about finances, I just ask them real quick, what would you rate your financial situation out of 0 out of 10, right? 10 being everything that I could ever dream of, I could have, I'm safe, I've got insurance in place, I've got everything ready in case something happens. I'm good. 0 out of 10 would be I don't have any money. And I have talked to people who literally don't have any money. They don't have a bank account. They don't have anything. They're going to cash their check when they get it in a couple of days. And that's the money they have until the next check. Okay. So you have spectrum, right? Now, usually when I ask people, it's usually the highest number I typically get is about a 6. Okay. And everything else is lower. And when I hear those numbers, one of the following 3 things gets said as well. Because I ask the follow-up question is, well, why do you think your financial situation is like this? Dead-end job? Too much debt? No plan. Okay? Dead-end jobs. I'm going to have to say something that might make you feel uncomfortable. Do you actually have a dead-end job? Or are you the dead end? And that might be a big sting to somebody who's watching this video. And again, if you might be like, I got an $80,000 a year job. I'm good. Why are you talking? I'm not going to listen to this. No, you might have an $80,000 a year job, but you got kids that are coming up. You have other people that you know, nieces, nephews, other people, maybe neighbors that don't have an $80,000 a year job, and they could benefit from this. So keep watching, subscribe, like it, share it. Okay, I'm not here to be viral. I do not need to go viral. But if we can help people get off on the right financial foot, it's going to be a much prettier situation for the rest of their lives. And I think that's a great way to do it. So keep helping. Keep helping spread the message. All right. Are you the dead end? Are you the one that doesn't put any effort in? You go to work, you do what you got to do, but you complain about it and Or do you really have a dead end job? Let's say you're making minimum wage in Michigan right now. It's $10.10 an hour. Roughly, if you go 48 hours a week, you're making $23,000 a year. Okay, that's not going to afford squat right now. And you know it's not going to afford squat. So why are you still there? I want you to ask yourself, honestly, if your time is only worth $10.10, if that's how much an hour, if you think that's how much an hour of your time is worth, I challenge you tomorrow, go out onto a busy road, on the side of the busy road. Don't go in the middle of the busy road. Go in the side of a busy road and beg for money and ask people to donate to you. And do it for 1 hour and see how much money you make. And if you make more than $10, well, then you should quit your job and you should beg. Or you can say to yourself, all right, my time is worth more than $10.10. What do I need to do in order to make more money? Okay, because at $23,000 a year, you're not getting ahead. You're not even getting there. You're not. So there's a company called I think it's Detroit Training Center. I'll put the link in the comments down on the video. Look, drywall. I think they have a CDL program. They have welding. They're 5-week programs. They cost about $5,000 to $6,000. But in 5 weeks, you've got a brand new skill that's making way more than $10 an hour. For example, truck drivers. Okay? There are truck driving companies that partner with them so that they can have drivers. They need drivers because if a truck driving company doesn't have, or a shipping company doesn't have truck drivers, then they can't ship anything. If they can't ship anything, they don't make money. So they need you. And if you can acquire a skill of driving a semi, you're needed and you're going to make more money, right? The median coming right out of the class is like 46,000. And when you graduate 5 weeks later, you already have a job. You don't have to go look for a job. They're like, yes, we want you and in our company. Wow, there you go. It took you 5 weeks. 5 weeks of training, and now you're making a job that's twice as much as you were before. Plus, you get the cool horn, so you can honk it when all the kids are, doing their thing on the side of the road for you. Enjoy it. 5 weeks. But I don't like trucks. I don't really like driving. Do you like being broke? I didn't think so. So take the welding class, take the drywall class, start a company yourself. Have courage. Because if you're going to be okay with $10.10, you will never, ever get ahead. Never get ahead. All right, let's look at the second thing. Consumer debt, okay? Like I said in previous videos, consumer debt, we have $1 trillion in credit cards, $1.5 trillion in car loans, 1.75 in student loans, a trillion, right? We're in so much debt, and every time that you're in debt, it's just eating away at your income, right? Because that debt payment, you're trying to make it every month, and all of a sudden you realize, like, hey, my balances are going up. Even though I'm making a monthly payment every month, my balances are going up, and that's because you're not covering the interest. It's like an infinity loan. It just keeps going because you can't afford to pay it down, right? You can't cover the interest. Well, you got to make a change. You got to make a change. Because if you're just going to live in debt, you'll never get ahead. Never. So what you're going to do is you're going to take $1,000 and you're going to keep that, and everything else that you have needs to go to pay off that debt. Everything else. Okay, now, if you are already making like $70,000, $80,000 a year and you got $20,000 in debt, do you need to sell stuff to pay it off? No, you just need to really plan for the next few months to really cut back, and then voila, you've gotten out of debt. So it's not a one-size-fits-all. You have to figure out, okay, how much do I make, or how much do we make? How much debt do we have? And what could we live on, right? Not comfortably. It's not going to be a fun time. And depending on the debt level and your income, you don't have to cut everything. But the faster you do, the faster that you're not going to have that debt chipping away at your income every month, right? Because every month you make this much, and then this much is already gone, making somebody else rich. That's all debt does. Look at banks. Do they have more houses than you do? Do they have bigger houses than you do? Yes, they do. Why is that? Because we have spent the last hundreds of years making banks rich by taking out loans. Don't take out loans. No, more on that later. All right, so that's getting out of debt. You got to do it. And the sooner you do it, the faster you're going to win with your money. Have courage to do it and have a plan. Because if you don't have a plan, it's not going to work. All right, lastly, it's like, okay, I make good money, but I'm living paycheck to paycheck. I don't have a plan how to spend my money and how to invest it. I don't know what to do with my money. I never was taught. Unfortunately, you're in the same boat as a lot of people. Okay? Baby steps. Baby steps. 1, 2, 3. First, like we talked about, you're going to save $1,000. 2, you're going to pay off all your debt. And then 3, you're going to save 3 to 6 months of expenses. Okay, depending on your situation, if you're single and you're living by yourself, you can probably get away with 3. If you're like me and you got 6 kids at home, you're going to want 6 just in case. Okay, once you've got that safety net, then you can start investing. All right, there are so many things. I have watched so many videos on how to invest, what to invest in. Okay, your mind will just blow. So take 3 things that you've heard and spend a week searching on Google or the internet. But most importantly, find someone who's already investing in that way and ask them, does it work for them? What were the pitfalls? Okay. Go seek out someone who already is doing it before you go do it. Because the more that you can learn from other people's mistakes, the less likely you are to make those mistakes, and the better likely you are to win with your money. So, just to recap, be honest with yourself. Where's your financial situation? If it's anything but a 10, we got to make improvements. And we can. But you got to have the courage. Don't be complacent. Have the courage to continue to grow. And if you do that, well, needless to say, when you ask yourself that question next year, you're going to be in a much better position. That's all for today. Be honest, have courage, have a plan. Talk to you soon. Bye.